Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Wednesday, April 29th, 2026. New details have been released regarding Friday's traffic collision that left one Joshua Tree woman dead. On Friday at 2:20 p.m., a Dodge Caliber was traveling westbound on 29 Palms Highway, approaching Rose Eden Drive in Morongo Valley. A press release issued by the California Highway Patrol yesterday identified the driver of the vehicle as Alvaro Delgado, a 38-year-old resident of Joshua Tree, and his passenger as Ivy Fitzgerald, a 67-year-old resident of Joshua Tree. The CHP says that a Honda Civic driven by a woman and containing 3 juvenile passengers was traveling eastbound on 29 Palms Highway. The CHP says that Delgado initiated a U-turn across the eastbound lanes of the highway into the path of the Honda. They say the front of the Honda collided with the right rear of the Dodge. Delgado sustained minor injuries and declined medical transport. Fitzgerald sustained major injuries as a result of the crash and was transported to Desert Regional Medical Center, where she was pronounced dead approximately an hour after the collision. The driver and passengers of the Honda sustained minor injuries and were transported to Desert Regional Medical Center for treatment. No arrests have been made as part of this investigation. The CHP says that their investigation is ongoing. A traffic stop in Joshua Tree led to the arrest of a local man with a number of outstanding warrants for investigation into battery, assault, and elder abuse. On Sunday at around 1:15 p.m., California Highway Patrol officers contacted the driver of a vehicle near the intersection of Morongo Road and Rainier Road in Joshua Tree. During their contact, CHP officers requested assistance from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. They identified the driver of the vehicle as Richard Sansucci, 42. Sansucci was found to have 2 active warrants for investigation into violent felonies. One of those active warrants dates to December 7th, 2024. Sansucci was arrested on that date after allegedly attacking the victim, sending them to High Desert Medical for treatment. Sansucci was released on bail. A second warrant indicates that Sansucci is facing charges of elder abuse, making criminal threats, dissuading a witness from testifying, and committing a felony while out on bail on September 4th, 2025. Richard Sansucci was taken into custody for his active warrants. He is facing no new charges related to his interaction with law enforcement on Sunday. He was arraigned on 6 violent felony charges and 22 enhancements for prior felony convictions and severity of injuries at San Bernardino County's Joshua Tree Courthouse. Last night, the Yucca Valley Planning Commission passed a resolution on the aesthetic parameters of shipping containers on residential properties, along with updates on various new businesses. Reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and joins us with this recap.
Upon the third review of the item, the Yucca Valley Planning Commission unanimously adopted Resolution 2604, establishing that for residents with shipping containers, a minimum of 3 architectural treatments must be consistent and complementary with the primary residence of less than 2.5 acres. The idea behind this resolution is to create a more intentional aesthetic where the containers can blend into the residence and the overall neighborhood. Some examples given in the resolution include complementary paint and color scheme, decorative facade, residential-style windows, pitched roof, and non-reflective exterior cladding such as stucco or wood siding. For land development updates, the city will be widening and realigning the cross sections of Yucca Trail and Indio Avenue, currently under California Environmental Quality Act review. The Yucca Valley Aquatic Center is still under construction, with pools laid out and solar-powered carports in the parking lot now visible. Starbucks West on the southeast corner of Barbary and Highway 62 is now under construction with new permits and new contractor. Construction is also underway for Domino's Jersey Mike's, the Star Cafe, and a Time Warner Communications charter facility. Finally, Nice Dream Ices has completed its construction with business fully operational. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Gabriel Hart.
Student enrollment, school budgets, and possible school closures are expected to be discussed at the 7th Morongo Unified School District Enrollment Committee meeting. Online news editor Robert Hayden joins us with a look at their agenda.
At tonight's meeting, the second interim budget update will be presented along with an education program overview. The board will then discuss consolidation and boundary recommendations and take a look at developing a, quote, surplus property designation list, unquote. This is the 7th meeting of the Enrollment Committee. Previous public comment periods have been extra active with parents who are concerned about possible closures to elementary schools within the MUSD. The school district is holding these meetings as a way to address shrinking enrollment, an issue that began in 2020 during the COVID pandemic. The meeting is taking place tonight at 6 p.m. at the Joshua Tree Professional Development Center, located at 6061 Sunburst Street in Joshua Tree. You can see this story on our website for a link to the agenda along with our reporting on previous meetings. That's all at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
The Morongo Unified School District and Copper Mountain College's joint enrollment program was recognized by the state of California. Yucca Valley High School, 29 Palms High School, and Copper Mountain College were recently named 2025-2026 Exemplary Dual Enrollment Awardees, a statewide recognition highlighting strong collaboration between K-12 and higher education partners. Presented through the California Department of Education as part of the California Schools Recognition Program, the honor recognizes schools and programs that expand access to college coursework and support student success through partnerships. 28 other schools received the honor this year. Morongo Unified's dual enrollment program, developed with Copper Mountain College, allows students to take college-level courses at both high schools. The courses earn students both high school and college credit at no cost, allowing them to begin earning transferable college credit while exploring academic and career pathways. Copper Mountain College is hosting a conference about artificial intelligence, large language learning models, and their use in education and careers. The college's 2026 Institutional Learning Outcomes Conference is called AI and Community, Co-Creating Our Future, and students, teachers, and community members are invited to participate. The conference will feature a keynote address by Cheryl Strauss Einhorn of the S.C. Johnson School of Business at Cornell University. The conference will feature conversations and discussions about AI, ethics, and the future, interactive spaces for creativity, reflection, and community connection, along with art displays and even cosplay. Mark your calendar for Copper Mountain College's AI and Community Co-Creating Our Future event happening on May 9th at the school's Bell Center. Applications are now open for Yucca Valley's Youth Commission, and students who will be in grades 7 through 12 in the next school year are invited to apply. The Youth Commission was established in 1995 to provide for communication between Yucca Valley's elected officials and our local youth. Appointments are made in the fall, with Youth Commission members serving throughout the school year. In recent years, the Youth Commission has produced intergenerational programs, hosted teen activities, and volunteered at community events. The Youth Commission meets regularly with the Town of Yucca Valley staff members to accomplish its goals. If you're a student interested in serving your town, or you know one, you can find the application to apply at yucca-valley.org/Youth Commission. The deadline to return a completed application is September 2nd. And finally, the 29 Palms High School Lady Wildcats softball team traveled to Indio High School and lost a tough game to the first-place team. Maya Belt and Mataya Correa Armenta both hit doubles, and Arabella Staggs had a single. The Lady Wildcats are still in second place in the Desert Valley League with an overall 4-3 record. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.